Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Jamilah binti Muhammad ASRI and my matric number is 289678, while my partner is Muhammad SYAMIL bin ZEPRI and his number matric is 280321. Today, we will tell you about to persuade people to care about endangered species. What is endangered species? An endangered species is an animal that's considered at risk of extinction. A species can be listed as endangered at the state, federal, and international level. On the federal level, the Endangered Species List is managed under the Endangered Species Act. The Endangered Species Act has lists of protected animal species nationally and worldwide. When a species is given extra protection, it is said to be listed species. Any additional species are evaluated for possible protection under the ESA and they are called candidate species. How a species get listed? In order to be listed as a candidate, a species has to qualify for protected status under the Endangered Species Act. Whether or not a species is listed as endangered or threatened then depends on a number of factors, including the urgency and whether adequate protections exist through other means.
Why we need to protect them? The Endangered Species Act is very important because it saves our native fish, plants and other wildlife from going extinct. Once gone, they're gone forever and there's no going back. Losing even a single species can have disastrous impacts on the rest of the ecosystem because the effect will be felt throughout the food chain, from providing cures to deadly diseases to maintaining natural ecosystems and improving overall quality of life. The benefits of preserving threatened and endangered species are invaluable. Species protection. Once a species becomes listed as threatened or endangered, it receives special protection by the federal government. Animals are protected from taken and being traded or sold. A listed plant is protected if one federal property or if federal action are involved. Reason why animal extinction. The abusive and unsustainable use of natural resources is not only detrimental to the health of the planet, it is also wiping out the entire species so that it becomes extinct forever. The loss of vibrant biodiversity means millions of plants and animals are now threatened. The first reason is climate change. Even without the impact of a major asteroid or comet that could potentially lower global temperatures by 20 or 30 degrees, climate change poses a continuing danger to terrestrial animals. Second, disease. While it is unusual for disease alone to wipe out certain species, essentially predisposed to starvation, habitat loss and lack of genetic diversity, the introduction of deadly virus or bacteria at the wrong time can be catastrophic. Third, loss of habitat. Most animals need a number of territories where they can hunt and forage, breed, and raise their young, when necessary grow their population.
Okay, what are the strategies to protect these endangered animals? First, we can educate our family about endangered species in our area. It's not just about snow leopards in Russia, it's about the ecosystem in our own backyard. Teach our friends and family about wildlife, birds, fish and plants that live near you. Just awareness of these species is a critical step. From the worms in the garden to the bugs that pollinate and control the mosquitoes, there are many ways that our daily habits at home affect these creatures. Second, we can recycle and buy sustainable products. Much of what threatens local population has to do with development and more of the natural world is plundered to produce new goods. Never buy furniture made of wood from rainforests or endangered trees. Recycle your cell phones because a mineral used in electronic production is mined in gorilla habitat. Don't use palm oil because forests where tigers live are being cut down to plant palm plantations. Third ways is never purchase product from threatened or endangered species. When traveling to a foreign country or shopping in your local area, never buy souvenir or product that support the illegal wildlife trade, exotic, endangered or threatened species. We also can donate money to organizations. Donate money to help support the work of wildlife non-profit organizations that are engaged and active in protecting natural habitats. Why should we concern about endangered species? Wildlife is a precious gift of God to this planet. The term wildlife not only caters to wild animals but only takes into account all undomesticated life forms including birds, insects, plants, fungi, and even microscopic organisms. For maintaining a healthy ecological balance on this earth, animals, plants, and marine species are as important as humans. First, wildlife maintains balance in ecosystem. Every living thing is connected. If even just one organism becomes threatened or extinct, it has a domino effect on an entire ecosystem. It disrupts the food chain, sending shockwave through the environment. It's also important to know that threats to species rarely happen in isolation. The thing that threatens, says honeybees also threaten other pollinators. For ecosystem to thrive, all wildlife must be protected. Second, diversity means healthier ecosystem. When discussing wildlife, you will often hear the term biodiversity. This refers to the number of species in an ecosystem. Healthy ecosystems have a lot of diversity. Why is this important? Consider plants. A wide variety of plants means greater productivity and better health. If there are few plant species, a disease that affects them spread faster and more effectively. More variety means better resistance.
3 is wildlife provide nutrients to humans. Everything we eat comes from either an animal or plant originally, while we don't eat as much as wildlife as we used to because the food supply chain has become so industrial. Crops and animals were wildlife at one point. Many people still depend on wildlife for their food as well. Without a variety of food sources, our nutrition suffers. Protecting wildlife and natural habitats strengthen food security around the world. We can also improve nutrition by returning to more wild food sources and diversifying our diet. Number 4 is a lot of medicine comes from wildlife. Humans have always turned to nature for medicine. Many medical systems like Chinese traditional medicine still rely on herbs, spice and more. But even pharmaceuticals would not be where they are today without wildlife. Medicine like morphine, penicillin and aspirin were derived from wild plants. When searching for cures to diseases like cancer and Alzheimer's, researchers still look to nature. The more wildlife option they have to study, the better. And lastly, wildlife is important for the economy. Wildlife conservation areas and preserve natural habitats attract visitors from all over the world. Many places depend on wildlife for tourism, which makes up over 10% of the world GDP. Countries like Brazil, Australia, Kenya and more are especially dependent on tourism. Without wildlife, the economy of many countries will suffer significantly. The conclusion about our title is the Endangered Species Act is a wonderfully idealistic law that was apparently written by people who had absolutely no idea about how society works. It is important to remember to take care of the animals we have today and all from us.